Hello, today we are going to solve Jan 2025 paper question number 3. So the aadya is in the business of buying and selling goods. On 31st December 2024, she prepared control accounts for trade receivables and trade payables. The information for the month of December 2024 is as follows. So some information is given. So let's try to answer the first part of question, which is a theory. State two reasons for maintaining control accounts. So when she has prepared control accounts, it helps her to understand, okay, it could be used to understand any total of all the trade receivable that needs to come to the business, okay. But as it is a cash flow into the business, okay, it acts as a cash flow into the business. And also it helps us to understand if there are any recoverable debts, and that knowledge she can use it to prevent any further loss in the future. Okay, so that is the first thing. Then second reason, why does she need the second reason, it also checks for arithmetical accuracy of all the trade receivable total, okay, right. So it checks the total of arithmetical accuracy, and also this is used, that this trade receivable acts as a part of current assets in financial statement. If this is going to be correct, then okay, this is going to be correct, then it helps in the accurate preparation of the financial statements. Now next, prepare for the month of December 2024 the trade receivables ledger control account. So let's start preparing. So this is the trade receivable ledger control account for um, trade receivable ledger control account for aadya, okay, aadya for December 20. So trade receivables for the December 2024. Now we have the pounds, okay, on both the sides. So let's prepare the pounds. So we know the trade receivables ledger control account is a current asset. So it has to, the balance starts on the debit side. So let's see, she had a debit balance of 5,550 and also a credit balance of 200. So let's write both of them. So on 1st December 2024, balance brought down was this much, okay, the balance brought down was this much, 5,550. Then the credit balance was 200, okay. So let's write the credit side also 200. Then we have, okay, let's see what is the sales that has happened. 8,700, okay, these were the things that's given. So sales 8,700, purchases were 4,650, and the other things are given. Sales 8,000 was on credit and sales 700 was on for cash. So all purchases were made on credit. So we include only the credit sales. So let's include the credit sales. So all this is being done, okay, on the 1st of December. So I will not place it again. So sales, okay, sales is credit sales, okay, which has happened is 8,000. So the credit sales is 8,000. Then So what, let's see what, how much she has received towards this. Okay. So is there any sales return that has happened? So let's check. So all the returns inwards were credit transactions. So receipt from the trade receivables and payments to trade payables were all by check. So she received 6,000 and okay 500 from the trade receivables. A check of 1,200 received from Badal and company which had previously banked was dishonored. So this is also a dishonored check, and 600 was sold to Binay. Okay, this was a contra entry. And let's see further, is there any sales return? Okay, so this is return inwards. There was a sales return, so let's write that. So sales return, 450 had happened, and how much was the, okay, bank receipt, how much was paid, okay, back to her business? So that was around 6,500. So let's write that, that would have come through the bank. Okay, so there is sales, okay, sales returns, and this was accounted, and then we had receipt from the trade receivables. Okay, this much has been done. Then we see that a check which was received had become dishonored. So let's write that. Okay, the check was dishonored check, so it is again reflected in the bank. Okay, dishonored check. So it was around 1,200. Then because they all paid, so there was a discount given. Okay, what was the discount allowed? Okay, what was the discount allowed for them when they paid? It was 180. So let's write that. So discount allowed, it was 180. And then there was an interest also charged on the overdue accounts, okay, of 40. So let's write that. So it is still bank. Okay, interest charged, interest charged. Okay, so it was around 40. And then there was an irrecoverable debt. Okay, so irrecoverable debt that had happened. So it's so here it is not they have probably have maintained an interest charged account. So let's write interest charge only. Okay, overdue accounts. And then we have irrecoverable debt which was 350. Okay, 350 had become irrecoverable. And then there was a set of contra entry. Okay, let's write that, 600. Okay, So now let's again check. So there was a balance BD, okay, and then there was balance BD on both the sides, okay. Then we have the sales return happened, and also towards that, okay, there was a bank receipt of this much. There was one dishonored check, and some interest was also charged on overdue payments, okay. And then we had any discount allowed, okay, that was given for the earlier payments, okay, or the cash payments which you gave. Then irrecoverable debt that has happened, okay, still 350 is owed. And then there was a contra entry. So the balance CD on 31st December, okay, was on credit by Bilal, that was 130 still, okay. And then the balances on this side, on the debit side, it should add up to 1230 plus 2000 plus 3410, so that is 6640, okay. So sorry, so here it should be 6640. So this is a debit balance, okay. First Jan 2025, the balance brought down would be 6640, and this balance, okay, and this balance, okay, would have been 130 on credit. So 130 on this side, and here the balance CD would have become 130. Now after this only we have to do, because this is also one of the statements they have given. So let's balance it again, okay. So let's add up the total. So first 200 plus 450 plus 6500 plus 180 plus 350 plus 600 plus 6640. So that is 14920. So 14920, and on this side 5550 550 plus 8000 plus 1200 plus 40 plus 130. So it is 14920. So we can see that it has completely balanced, and that means your answer is